three things must change. If your thoughts have always been negative and you keep repeating them, how do you expect to improve your life? If you start thinking about success and expect success, you are reprogramming yourself to change your future. I think we often hear others, or maybe ourselves, say things like, "It never works for me," or "I'm not that lucky." Think different thoughts from those you are used to thinking. Positive thoughts about a better life will shape you a better future. Learn to be peaceful inside yourself. Have faith in yourself. Live in the present moment, creating new thoughts and expectations about whatever you want to change: money, work, relationships, health, happiness. These new thoughts that you think in the present will mold your future. Think of doing exercises for the brain. Just like the rest of your body, you have muscle memory in your brain. The more familiar you make a certain way of thinking through repetition, the easier it will be for you to use this moment to moment. It's just like practicing any sport or instrument. The more you repeat the physical action, the less you need to think it through to do it the next time. Thoughts evoke feelings, which have a powerful effect on the subconscious mind, which control how you act and behave. It is not enough to change your thoughts, but also the feelings associated with them. The past has a great power on everyone, and it is responsible for the present situation in one's life. By being conscious of your present thoughts and feelings, you shape your future. By being more aware of your thoughts and aware of the feelings associated with them, you can start processing and rejecting the thoughts and feelings that have been shaping your life in a negative way. By choosing thoughts and feelings you would like to focus on, and by thinking and feeling in a more positive and constructive way, even if your past and present are unhappy or unsuccessful, you start creating a better future. You know, I'm not sure how long you've been sitting there, but I want can we turn the lights up a little bit? I want to see their faces, see if they're still awake here. You know what I'd like? I'd like everyone to stand up a little bit first. Just get a little break from sitting down for the last hour or so, and loosen up a little bit, shake yourself out, feel relaxed a bit. Okay, now what I want you to do is to start smiling. Start smiling. I want everyone to start smiling. Right now, if you're not happy, fake it, right? Smile as big as you can. Now look at your neighbor, and smile even bigger. Okay, get even a bigger smile on your face. Don't stop this act of smiling. Smiling causes a chemical reaction in your body that eventually makes you happier. Right? This is a great literal example of what I'm talking about. If you start to act how you want your reality to be, then it will become your reality. Thank you. You can sit. Thank you. Listen to the past of these three figures. I'll give you the first answer, and you tell me who the other two are. The nerd from high school became Steve Jobs. The guy who got cut from his freshman basketball team became very good. The poverty-stricken, abused girl from Mississippi became very good. See, these three people all went on to have good lives despite their past. And the one thing that they had in common was an abundance of confidence. Confidence once attained cannot easily be extinguished. This is what we are happy about. We are searching to be confident in ourselves. Confidence is the key, as it is the fundamental in building our self-esteem. It allows us to open up our world, to attempt things we have never before dreamt of. It allows us to take the risk for a better outcome without fear of failure, not simply accepting mediocrity which comes our way. Living in the present, this is what I'm excited about. What if you have not had that type of negative past, which statistically is in the minority, but an unremarkable one that most would term a normal past, mixing mostly good memories with a few moderately less pleasant ones? I think that would include most of us in the room today. We've all made mistakes and made bad decisions in our lives. We're human. We can take the lessons from these bad decisions and start a new future, starting with this moment today. In fact, a more accurate snapshot of your future is the present moment. Remember this, if nothing else. Whatever you are doing right now will shape your future even more than anything you've done in the past. And with every new moment, there will come a new present, a fresh start. Take advantage of this moment. Your future depends on it. I believe that I've used my past to create my present, and in many ways, my future. From a young age, I had a life that put me in a situation or in situations in which I was able to develop certain skills. Life experiences are like roads. Certain roads can take you closer to or further away from your goals. Have you ever noticed that at times you zoom along the highway covering much ground, only to exit off the highway and spend hours meandering around the side streets, never getting any closer to your destination, as time is just sliding by? Often, you can be on the highway of life, going in the right direction with the wind in your sails. Everything you do is correct. You think it, you expect it, it happens. Almost as if you were writing your own story. At other times, nothing is working. You're stalled at the side of the road, totally lost, not knowing where you're going or how to get there. Why does this occur? I'd like to talk about my past as a student and when I was in high school. I was not an A student. I would kindly say I hovered around grades in the B range. I was really challenged by certain courses. Chemistry was really difficult for me. I remember doing a lab with my partner, and I was writing up the lab report, which he was dictating to me what to write. I wrote everything he said. However, I was really confused when he dictated the following term to me: CpG2. I had no clue what this meant or how to write it. I really knew very little about chemistry. Was this a class I missed? Did I miss the correct elemental sign? I was lost in the clouds. Then he explained to me that CpG2 means C, page 2. Apparently, this kid was ahead of his time developing texting code before the cell phones were even invented. Many of you have taken the dreadful math class of calculus. I could do the same problem 5 times and get 5 different answers. I eventually coined a term called calculus reasoning to determine what made an answer correct. These reasons had no rhyme or reason, or sense for that matter. You see, if it was a Monday and I was sitting on the left side of the classroom wearing my favorite jeans, then the answer had to be without a question A. However, everyone should know that if those jeans were stuck in the laundry and it was a Friday, that was a dead giveaway. The answer was a C. I had no clue. I know this has not happened to any of you, but somehow back in high school, right around a big test that I was not ready for,